Now we will talk about the criticism of means disadvantages and advantages of the economic policies. Now, an appraisal of LPG policies. Economic reforms created mixed reaction, means it had mixed result. So the very first is increase in economic growth, which is in favor of the policies. The growth in GDP was 5.6% during 1980-91. In 2018-19, growth in GDP is estimated at 7.2% as compared to the growth rate of 6.7% in 2017-18. During the reform period, the growth of agriculture has declined and industrial sector reported fluctuation. So during the reform period, agriculture has showed a decline, but the industrial sector fluctuated. Obviously, liberalization policy, the globalization policy, privatization, so the loss-making units were privatized, trade restrictions were removed, India was open to world trade, so industrial sector benefited. Whereas growth of service sector has also gone up. That is the outcome of globalization, outsourcing. Many people got jobs there. This indicates that the growth is mainly driven by the growth in the service sector. During 2012-15, there has been a setback in the growth rate of different sectors. Agriculture recorded a high growth during 2013-14 but witnessed negative growth rate in the subsequent year. Service sector witnessed the higher ever growth of the 10.3% in 2014-15. The industrial sector witnessed a steep decline during 2012-13 but began to show a positive growth thereafter. So you can see that agriculture showed a high growth in 2013-14. Okay, then but showed a negative growth in the next year. Service sector witnessed high growth in 2014-15. Industrial sector witnessed steep decline in 2012-13 but began to show positive number. So you can see the service sector in all-in-one is always growing. So it outsourcing, as I gave the example last lecture, that it is a outcome of globalization and has given employment to a large amount of people and is continuously growing. And removal of trade restrictions, then in liberalizing the trade, integrating India with the world economy, all this enhanced the industrial sector also. Agriculture sector was trying to improve, but one or the other year it was losing. Okay. Inflow of foreign investment. The opening up of the economy has led to the rapid increase in the foreign direct investment. Yes, we have heard, we have seen in the lecture. Listen, those who have gone to the lecture can know that we have already discussed that foreign banks and were encouraged to come and invest in India. And many other foreign companies were also allowed to come and invest in India, and the investment was up to 1 crore. They can invest. So the opening up of the economy had led to the rapid increase in foreign direct investment. The foreign investment increased from about $100 million to $73 billion. With launch of Make in India initiative in September 2014, foreign direct investment policy was further liberalized due to this reason. FDI inflow in India increased by 48%. So when this policy came, Make in India, this FDI was encouraged more, and thus the foreign direct investment in India increased by 48%. Rise in the foreign exchange reserve. There has been an increase in the foreign exchange reserve from about $6 billion to $321 billion. India is one of the largest foreign exchange reserve holders in the world. So see, as the trade was liberalized, okay, so India was also earning huge amount of foreign exchange reserve, as well as the devaluation of the currency also helped India to increase its foreign exchange reserve. Rise in export. During the reform period, India experienced considerable increase in export of auto parts, engineering tools, engineering goods, IT software and textiles. Control on inflation. Increase in production, tax reform and other reforms helped in controlling the inflation. So production increase, tax reforms and all other reforms. Yes, we have already studied in previous day that there was continuous rise in also prices. So this LPG policy also helped in controlling the prices. Okay. Increase in role of the private sector, obviously, as the public sector units were suffering losses, huge losses, that is, they were privatized or it was disinvested. Privatization means full control, disinvestment means partial control. Okay, so abolition of licensing system and removal of restrictions on the private sector. The restrictions which were imposed on them, that before starting any production they have to take license, to expand their production, to diversify the production they have to take permission. So, and mainly most of the areas were reserved to the public sector and the private sector were not allowed to enter. So all abolishing of all these restrictions and licensing made the public have enlarged the area of operation of the private sector. Okay. Next, we will be moving to the criticism of economic reforms. That we will be doing in the next video.